Good day, I am Riza Mayhaos, a BEd 2 Section A. So for today, I am going to talk about instructional strategies and methods in teaching science about the use of human material resources, field trips, and resource person. So let's move on to the first topic. So we have human or material resources. So there is a full range of human resources that are essentially for success. These resources include planners, administrators, teachers, mentors, managers, and support staff. So here we focus on teachers as one of the critical aspects of human resource commitment. Here, we focus teacher as one of the study shows the quality of teaching is the most powerful factors in students' learning. So, there are critical domains of supportive interactions in good teaching. First, we have emotional support, organizational support, and instructional support. Emotional support includes positive connection of teacher to student, low-level negativity expressed by teacher and students, teacher sensitivity to students' need, teacher regard for students' interest, motivation, and point of view. Next, we have organizational support includes behavior management and classroom productivity. So the third one is instructional support includes learning strategies. Learning strategies is how teacher engage students in activities and facilitate activities so that learning opportunities are maximized. Next, we have concept development. This is how teachers use instructional discussion and activities to promote students' higher order thinking skills and cognition. And the third one is quality of feedback. This is how teachers extend students' learning through their participation in activities. And lastly, we have language modeling. Language modeling is the extent to which teachers facilitate and encourage student language development. So our second topic is all about field trip. Field trip is a visit place of outside the regular classroom which designed to achieve uncertain objectives. So for example, if the lesson is on making cheese, and if there is no hand-on experience in it, it is very difficult to achieve the objectives. In such a lesson, this strategy is required. Field trips gives opportunity for students to give out of the classrooms and experience something new. The located place for field trip can be zoos, museums, theaters, and schools. So features of field trips. We have facilitate the learning and abstract concept. In this case, taking the students on field trip makes learning more effective as they will be able to gain the vast ideas on the topic. Another one, we have motivate students through increased interest and curiosity. Field trips can be add variety to the regular classroom instruction program and they tend to, as a result, students will develop positive attitudes in students toward related classroom activities. So next we have increases students to students and students to teacher social interaction. So field trips provide an opportunity to involve students, parents, and the teachers in the instructional program. So the interaction between students within themselves will also be increased when they work in groups. Moreover, the interaction between students will have to discuss to the teachers when they have doubts. Lastly, develop social awareness. Field trips make students aware of learning activities in everyday life. So, why we need or must to engage field trip? So, here are the purpose why learners engage in field trips. First, we have is to enhance the curriculum. Field trips are rich in educational possibilities as students learn from the actual hands-on experiences rather than by simply reading or having or hearing about something. So next is it gives students experiential learning experiences. Involved in real-world experience make learning more meaningful and memorable. So as a result, the students will have more concept of the topic as they have learned through their hand-on experience. So next we have concrete skills such as note-taking. Students have developed a question to be asked, write report, or thank you letters after the trip. So by doing such activities, students will develop various skills such as note-taking skills, speaking skills, and writing skills. Fourth, involvement in real-world experience make learning more meaningful and memorable. Fifth, field trips can add variety of the regular instructional program. So they tend to be special and enjoyable learning and experiences, one which develop positive attitudes in students toward related classroom activities. And lastly, field trips help the students appreciate the relevance and importance of what they learned in the classroom. There are some steps involved in coordinating field trips. So first, we have field trip selection. Second, logistic planning. Third, field trip preparation or pre-trip discussion. So fourth, we have field trip. Sixth, post-field trip. And lastly, evaluating field trip. The advantage of having field trip is first we have real world experience. It allows students to have a real world experience. So next we have increase in quality education. And lastly, improvement of the social relation. It is a way to bring students closer together. So while the disadvantage of having a field trip is time consideration, difficulty in preparation and fitting as per the school's timetable, which takes more time. So we also lack of support from school administration for field trips. It means a school can't afford the material or sometimes can provide financial. So we also have poor students' behavior and attitudes means lost over the students, like sometimes some students they not listen to the teacher, showing their ego attitude, which can cause trip to be unsuccessful. And lastly, field trips may cause medical risk. For example, like while traveling via bicycle, some students get motion sickness. So next topic we are going to discuss is all about resource person. So in the community, we can find people who have special knowledge and skills. They are called resource person who can provide resources in the form of ideas that can be shared with students among the people who are potential resources. Person are policemen, health officers, priests, barangay officials, businessmen, parents, and also teachers. Because resource person is the people who are the source of information. The advantage of resource person can explain topics more accurately and interestingly than these classroom teachers. So the direct benefits of resource person includes sharing unique, specialized knowledge and experiences, sharing divergent philosophies, third, providing possible role models, identifying possible options and goals for future career growth. 5, we have stimulating the realistic approach of educational problems and providing simulation of selected professional situations. So that's the end of my report. I hope you've learned something.